Hello everyone, so today Resident Evil 8 Village is showing off a showcase of the game and our first look at the gameplay and what we can expect from it. I'm hoping that we get a release date, maybe like when we can pre-order the game, some add-ons, bonuses, little things like that if you do so, but I'm so excited for this game. I think the art style and the feel of it are really reminiscent of my favorite Resident Evil, which is 4, and I'm just so excited to finally get my hands on the gameplay and just experience it for the first time. So starting up here, and I'm super excited to see what they have in store for us. So let us get into it. Again, I just love the atmosphere that they're going for. The lighting and the details and everything just looks so good. So good. So excited
Hey
for it.
everyone, thank you so much for joining us today and welcome to our Resident Evil showcase. I'm your host, Brittany Brombacher, here to give you a closer look into what Capcom has coming up for the Resident Evil franchise. We'll be kicking things off with some brand new content and an exclusive first look at Resident Evil Village gameplay that you do not want to miss. So without further ado, let's get started.
And I'm so pumped for this game. If you watch my top 5 anticipated video games of 2021 that I released in
Positively, all right?
December, you'll know how pumped I am.
We talk about
So
this.
good.
I know. We hardly talk about anything else.
I just love the aesthetic and the atmosphere of the village. Like I said, it's just really giving me heavy vibes, and you can tell they're taking. I don't know, maybe in the gameplay we'll see, but just in terms of creating a world and
To inform you that Ethan Winters
a
has
story
escaped
characters, it
my
looks
husband
very inspired by Resident Evil 4.
because he is in my castle and has already proven too much for my daughters to handle. When I find him. No, Mother Miranda. Yes, of course, I understand the importance of the ceremony. I won't let you down.
It's just all the little details in the cabinets, the frames, and everything. Just it's I could tell too
Can someone please tell me
with
what
ray
the hell is
tracing,
going on here?
No.
it's gonna look
This is nothing but
fantastic.
love
There's so
and
much
death.
detail, and I love that. You can tell they really crafted a world and took their time with it, and everything, every little detail looks so important, and I'm blown away by it, truly. Even the teeth on them look so creepy and sharp. Love the scars on their faces. It's just bloody, brutal. They look so good. The villains too look like they're gonna be really fun to fight, and there's Chris again. I'm really excited to see how they weave his story into this one. What his role is gonna be.
There you
Huh. Definitely nailing the creep factor. That's for sure.
Who the fuck are you? Let's see what you're really made of. Ethan Winters.
Ooh. I love how it's all levitating around him. Boss fight gameplay. Oh, guess not.
That was amazing, but I still have so many questions. Like, when can I pre-order this thing? Perhaps
Are you gonna
producer Pete
tell us?
Fabiano has some answers for us. Let's see what he has to say.
And a release date, please, Pete.
Hey everyone, I'm Pete Fabiano, producer on Resident Evil Village. When we first announced Resident Evil Village back in June, we only mentioned PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC. I'm
Coming the
happy
current
to
gen.
announce we've been
Oh,
working
yeah,
hard
there
to
you
bring
go.
the survival horror experience
That's
to next
nice.
generation consoles as well.
Hopefully
Resident
it
Evil
performs a
Village
little better
is
than
also going to
Cyberpunk
be coming to
did.
PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, day and date with next gen. The PS4 version can be upgraded for free
And I
to
love
the
how
digital
studios do
PS5
this
version.
too. It's only
And the
fair, only
Xbox One
right.
version gives you free access to the game on Xbox Series X through smart delivery. It's also my pleasure to tell you exactly when you can
Oh,
get your hands
perfect.
on it.
Hopefully soon.
Resident Evil Village will be
May
available
7th. That's
worldwide
really quick.
on May 7th.
That's actually a little
Pre-orders
quicker than I
begin
anticipated too.
today.
Cool, cool.
Alongside the standard
I
edition,
still need to see a
we have
little
two
more
other
to know
options
if I
for the game.
want to pre-order this
First,
thing. I've been
we have the
skeptical
digital
about
deluxe
doing it for a
available on
while
all
now,
platforms.
but
Players will be able to
I really
hyper-immerse
hope this
level
game's
forward
fantastic and
experiences with
amazing.
extra content, including in-game items that call back to Resident Evil 7 Biohazard.
Was that
With extra
the Tragedy VIII Winters? Oh, Art Collection. I thought it might have been DLC,
including in-game items that call back
but
to Resident Evil
desktop
7 Biohazard. There's
items and
also
stuff
a
like
collector's
that.
edition
Poster.
that
That's a
includes
nice looking
all the
steelbook
deluxe edition
too.
content, as well as a striking
The only
feature
steelbook I
for
ever got was for Bioshock
steelbook
Infinite.
case,
I've never gotten to the
poster,
store
and
early
art.
enough where they just don't do it
And for
where I
those of
live.
you who haven't played the previous entry,
But
we
I
have
love
the
them.
Resident
They're
Evil
so
Village
cool.
Resident Evil 7 Biohazard Bundle. This lets you get your hands on the award-winning RE7 while you wait for Resident Evil Village. Pre-order any of these editions, and you'll be able to get your hands on both the Mr. Raccoon weapon accessory and their survival resource pack, which will offer additional support
I was gonna
in
say.
the first few hours of gameplay.
That sounds like it'll
Finally,
help for the first
digital
little bit.
pre-orders from the PlayStation Store will receive an exclusive Resident Evil Village mini soundtrack.
All right, I've been waiting for this. I know you've been waiting for this. It's time for the world premiere first look at Resident Evil Village gameplay. Alongside
Let's
this first look,
go.
Pete Fabiano back to offer some insights as well. Let's take a look.
Now we're here to give you an exclusive first look at Resident Evil Village gameplay.
I'm so pumped and I love that music in the background, like the little howling that they showed off in the first trailer.
Just like in Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, you'll be taking control of Ethan Winters. You'll make your way from the village to the castle. Players will
Little
need to
surprise
plan and
guest
search
by
for their
Mr.
kidnapped loved
Oatley there.
As you've noticed by now, Resident Evil Village keeps the first-person perspective.
I was gonna say, I
This
was
is a
a little
very
skeptical
cross-player
about the
feature
first
that
person
we've created.
point of view when Biohazard was coming out. It threw me off at first, but after playing it and just how like perfectly crafted it was for an FPS perspective, I couldn't imagine playing it any other way. They nailed it and just made it so atmospheric and so detailed to that perspective that just, like I said, they made it absolutely
You'll see a lot of
perfect.
those little details come to life here.
And just, yeah, there's how handcrafted and how detailed, meticulous.
A ton of effort into creating a truly authentic feel.
Yeah, like it looks so authentic and it looks so damn
From
good.
art design
So
to
much color,
technology,
so much
everything
detail.
ties in
It all
great to
pops
create
too.
beautiful visuals.
Just the lighting effects are very, very impressive too. And just like all those little
Now it's time to
particles
meet
with
some of the
what
cast
looks
of
like
enemies.
crows or
As you'd expect, a warm welcome
moths.
is not really what's in store for
They're
you.
creepy. You gotta move, dude. Ooh. You gotta move.
Man blood.
Oh. They look like they're gonna be fun to fight.
Let's take a look at him.
Even though they all have that same kind of like,
Well, Ethan,
I don't want to say shape shift, but they can dissipate into the little moss into their human form.
let's see how special.
I hope that they all don't fight the same way. I mean, it's Resident Evil. They're always really good at making
Shifting gears a bit,
every single
finally
boss and
show off
enemy
some
type
of them.
feel unique in their own ways. So I don't think that's going to be a problem. But I wonder how differently they're going to fight from one another.
It's not just about shooting. Guarding will also be an important part of the game.
Guarding. I love how you can shoot the weapons out of their hands. And guarding's going to come in handy. Yeah, I love how you can shoot the weapons out of their hands. It looks like you can grab them and
Each
use them
type of
too.
enemy has their own distinct way of
Ooh,
fighting,
that guy's
so you need to
huge.
change up your strategy to defeat
Can he
them.
hit his own people? Yes, he can. Okay, that's perfect. Yeah, he's gonna
With red barrels,
take
right?
some damage. It's gonna take a little while to take that guy out.
Some of you will remember a similar management system in Resident Evil 4. This time
Oh,
around,
okay.
we
Yeah,
added
that is
crafting,
really similar.
which allows you to create items such as first aid and ammo.
Perfect. I mean, in the world, the atmosphere and everything, you can tell it's
Throughout the game.
super heavily influenced by Resident Evil 4, and I'm glad they're taking that into the gameplay because it's a really good and perfect system.
I've been waiting for you, Mr. Winters. How do you know my name?
Mr. Merchant.
Anyone has heard of the likes of you.
The merchant makes a return. This time he's known as the Duke. You'll be going to him to buy and sell weapons,
You feel like
amongst other things.
store little
Whatever I
HUDs
want you to do
there
uniquely,
is super
you'll often
detailed.
find him in different situations
I love
each
that.
time you encounter him. He's an interesting fella.
Oh, awesome.
Smash away with your
Time to
trusty knife.
destroy an
This will keep
entire
you quiet
mansion
and in your tracks.
for some herbs. There we go. I'm gonna wreck it.
Wait, do you hear that? And we've also got extra objectives outside of the main ones.
Perfect. That's what I like to
Of course,
see.
it goes without saying that there'll be plenty of puzzles to solve for players to move forward. Oh, and
Oh.
plenty of surprises to keep you on your toes.
Oh. Oh. That reminds me of BioShock. Oh, that's gross. Looks a little painful too. You psychopath. Whew. I like the dialogue and the combat. I was gonna say, I wonder how like you actually fight them, because I wonder if your bullets are just gonna go right. Ooh, yikes! Just gonna go right through,
In the video,
probably with explosive barrels,
now
fire,
that we've shown you what's in store
eat away
for
at like
Resident Evil
the
Village,
flies and
let's
gets
take a
her.
look
I'm
at
guessing
the
fire
exclusive
incinerating
PlayStation
weapons
5
is gonna do the most damage to those three sisters. Maiden.
For this demo, players won't be playing as Ethan, but as a character we're referring to as the Maiden.
I wonder if that's maybe
Unlike
gonna
the
be
Actual,
Ethan's wife or
this
daughter.
experience doesn't feature combat or even blocking.
You just gotta run. Gonna have an Outlast or Amnesia feel to it. Probably get a
We're hoping
release
that
date for
players
this
will get
too.
a real feel for the visuals and audio as they take the Maiden on her journey to find a way out of the castle. And you can download the exclusive demo on PlayStation 5
Oh?
today.
Oh, but on
Of course,
PS5.
we want many people as possible to get a chance to play. So we'll have a separate new demo available on all platforms, ready for sometime
Okay.
this spring.
That's decently quick. You can expect to see that on my channel once it comes out.
This marks the 25th
He's trying
anniversary of the Resident
to
Evil
look at the
franchise.
camera.
The very first game released in Japan back on March 22nd, 1996. Since then, the series has expanded well beyond the realm of video games. From toys and board games to CG
Ooh.
movies to live-action
Are we
Hollywood
gonna get our
films,
first look at that
Resident Evil has
Netflix
become a cult
series?
icon. Resident Evil continues to offer
I'm really
surprises
excited
around
for
every
that.
corner, so let's pass it along to producer Tsuyoshi Kanda to hear more about what you can expect in 2021.
Earlier this month, we started inviting players to join a closed beta test.
Oh,
The test won't happen
what happened to the quality here?
next week, but
Oh,
I want to use this chance to reveal more details.
interesting.
With the 25th anniversary of Resident Evil coming on March 22nd, we are excited to celebrate this milestone with our fans. Last September, we showed off a piece of key art showcasing some of Resident Evil's iconic characters to start the celebration. Now, I'm happy to announce what was behind that. Let's take a look.
World premiere. Was it like a mobile game or maybe like a Telltale style game? It looks like it's PvP though. Oh yeah, it is. All the iconic characters. Oh, Nemesis. So when you die, you turn into one of the classic villains after you plays one of the classic heroes.
Ariverse is
That's cool.
one of the ways we're celebrating the 25th
It looks fun
anniversary of
enough.
the franchise, showcasing so many of the characters that fans love. It'll be available for free to anyone who purchases Resident Evil Village, So be sure to follow the Resident Evil social channels for the
I
latest
love how many
news.
characters they have in it. It's
And check out
really
the
gonna make
official
it
website for
add to the
even more
replayability of the
details.
game.
On behalf of Massive Entertainment and Ubisoft, congratulations to the Resident Evil team on their 25th anniversary. We can't wait to get our hands on our reverse.
This sounds like a
For the
Division
occasion,
thing.
we are
Yes,
offering
it is.
celebration to our game, Tom Clancy's The Division 2. For a limited time, you will be able to collect some of the iconic outfits and items from the original Resident
I like it
Evil
when
2.
companies do that, where they take
Everyone who
properties
purchased
and add
during
it
the
into
event
each and
will
every
be
game. It's
eligible
just
to
kind of
unlock
fun
a
when they do
quality
stuff like
outfit
that.
to warm up. Now let's have a look at some of these.
Oh, stars. And then, yeah, they said the RPD. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it is taken straight out of the old games. That's cool. Yeah, and I can say that's the suit that most people are gonna want to get.
皆様こんにちは。バイオハザードの映像作品にてプロデューサーを務めていますカプコンの小林博之です。昨年発表しましたフル 3DCG アニメーションバイオハザードインフィニットダークネスについてお話ししたいと思います。ゲームでおなじみのレオンとクレアが活躍する物語となっております。時間軸はバイオハザード4の後の、数年後のお話となっておりまして、レオンがスーツ姿でゾンビ事件に巻き込まれます。この作品はですね、Netflix にて全世界、配信になりますので、皆さんお楽しみくださ
Do
い。
you have a release date? No, not yet.
Wow, a lot's been happening, and I hope you enjoyed watching. But if you missed anything along the way,
I'm excited
don't
for
worry.
that.
Keep
I
an
think
eye
it's
on
gonna
the
be
Resident Evil
really
social
well
channels
done.
and official website, which will be sharing everything from today's show. As a quick reminder, Resident Evil Village is available for pre-order starting today for the PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4,
I'm
Xbox
still not
Series
like
X,
completely
Xbox
sold
One,
on
and
it. A
standard
game has to do a
release.
lot
And
for
don't
me to
forget,
want to
PlayStation 5
pre-order, but
owners will be
obviously this is
receiving
gonna be on my
downloadable
channel.
content
I'm so
available
excited for this
worldwide
game.
starting today.
It
We have
looks
been absolutely
fantastic and
honored to
so much fun
celebrate
and
the
so
amazing
detailed.
Resident Evil leading up to its 25th anniversary with all of you across the globe.
And yeah, of course, if I
I'm
can
your
make it
host,
work,
Brittany Brombacher, and thank you so
I'll
much for
stream it on
watching.
Twitch and put it on my
Until
YouTube
next
day
time.
one. Yeah, no, I am so excited for that. It looks fantastic. But of course, in the comments down below, let me know how excited you are about Resident Evil 8 Village and just what you're most excited for from what we got to see here today. Is it the gameplay? Is it the story, the atmosphere, all these things? Just let me know how excited you are for it, what you're most looking forward to. And of course, if you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up and check out all of my other reaction videos, video game playthroughs, everything I do on this channel through my playlist down below. I'll link that in the description and also put some videos up in the header here. And of course, if you'd like what you see, subscribe, turn the ringer on if you want to know when I upload new videos. But May 7th can't come soon enough because this game looks fantastic and I'm super hyped for it. But yeah, awesome, guys.